Okay, some people were asking about what's in the mess kit I was putting together, so I want to show you. So the whole thing sits inside this cozy. This is acrylic. I crocheted this, and you can also use it as a hat. It just barely fits my giant melon head, but you know, I normally have a hat. Anyway, it's good for keeping the pot warm while you're waiting for stuff to rehydrate. And I got one pot from another mess kit with the folding handles that I'll usually put on a fire, or if I need to, I'll put on my stove. And if you open it up, see it's got a lid. Inside, I got a Super Cat alcohol burning stove, and I usually bring alcohol with me that I'll put in there to boil water and such. And then I've got some foil here that I use as a windscreen to go around everything. So if it's blustery or something, this guy here helps. I can put it around everything, and then when I put the pot on top, see, no real wind gets in. There's still enough holes for air to get in and for it all to work. One thing I found with this stove is, since I started using it, maybe these holes are getting cruddy or something, but you gotta let it warm up before you can put the pot on it, and it actually flames up and works fine. Anyway, another thing that I started carrying is this sponge. I found it to be useful, easier to clean with. So I carry a little piece of sponge around. This is something that I just ordered online. I broke this big old spoon I used to carry with me, so I got this hobo knife. And it's really cheap, but it's quite literally cheap. It's only $4. And if you open up the spoon and the fork, you can take these two sides apart. Alright, and then you've got your fork and your spoon, and you know, you can open up the knife on this side, and you got everything. Alright, put this back. What this replaces is obviously the spork that I used to carry. It's also got a can opener on it that works pretty well. I have trouble with my big hands with the little, what are they called, the P38s. Used to have one of those. So I just use this instead, and I can really crank this. It seems to work well. The knife, just this crappy stainless, dull as hell knife, I use basically for the fire starter. The fire starter I've got here, it's a magnesium fire starter. It's got flint on one side, and it's got magnesium on the other side. And you can use this. You can actually light the stove. If you put alcohol on the stove, you can just light it with a spark from this. Get a big one here. There we go. Or if you're trying to light something, you could shave off magnesium, toss a spark into that, and it burns pretty well for a while. It takes a little while, but you know, before I had a butane lighter, which just wouldn't work when it was cold, so that helps out a lot. And that's basically everything that's in the mess kit. All right.